Hey everyone, it's been a while. I've been extremely busy lately and I wanted to share what I've been up to in this video. So the first thing that I've been up to is setting up a small home office area. I'm starting up a very small company soon and I've been equipping myself for it. My decision on this was based on having a really serious go at developing games commercially, getting funding and all of that. So one of the things that had to happen in setting up this very small company was really improving my small home office, upgrading my PC and all the perks that come with that, and of course improving my VR setup so I can develop for it properly. The first thing that I will go over is the VR setup. Originally I had a front-facing VR setup, so this is where both sensors are located in front of you, and you are restricted basically to a 180 degrees movement, so you can move left 90, right 90, but you cannot turn around because you will lose hand tracking, and all the experiences have to be front facing, which really limits what you can play, and as a developer it really limits what you can develop. So one of the top priorities was, with all of this extra room, figuring out how I can have a full 360 VR experience. And this is quite simple. With the two sensors that came with my Oculus Rift Plus Touch, I just put one on either side of the room, allowing me to track my hand position no matter where I was rotated. And you can see this in the video of me playing Gone. Outside of the VR setup, which was amazing to get working, I also upgraded my PC. Not long ago, I upgraded my motherboard, graphics card and CPU, so a few of the components. It was really fun to build the machine and I learned so much. I highly recommend that if you're interested in getting a new computer, don't just go get a pre-made one, try build it yourself. There are so many resources on YouTube. The manuals that come have great descriptions. It's a really great time to develop computers, custom built computers. It's fun and it's very accessible nowadays. So after these upgrades, some time passed, and yesterday my friend came over to try out VR and he was looking at my setup, my computer, and he mentioned a much better way to use my fans and a really cool upgrade for my CPU. So I picked up the H115i from Corsair, and that is a liquid cooling device, and we installed it. And ever since then, the results are amazing. The temperatures are extremely low. Whenever I run anything, especially in VR, it's very intensive. The CPU temp is extremely low now, which is amazing. So on top of that, I've noticed for a while now that there's this kind of weird noise from my PC. And with all of these upgrades, it was extremely obvious that the noise was coming from my old power supply. So I went out today and I got the RM750X, which is a Corsair power supply. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Corsair, I just really like their products. And I really like this power supply. I've never had many fancy computer parts growing up. I was the kid who was going to the config files and just downgrading all of the graphics outside of the settings, and I really love this power supply. It has these really cool modular sections, which you should see in a video clip, and you can just basically plug in various cords in and out, the cables in and out as you need them, and if you don't need them, you just put them away in a box, which is really nice. So with my new and improved setup, it's going to help me out so much in starting up my own very small company, and inside of this, I'm currently the founder and owner and working alone, whilst I have contracts for things such as music, sound effects and various characters, and I'm working with people that I know and trust, so it's going to be really great. So I have a ton of goals for what I'm doing. I can't talk about some of them now because I kind of want to achieve them, and then when I tell you guys the goals that I had and how they were achieved, and you watching them through my development logs, maybe after hearing my goal, you'll be able to look back and figure out exactly how I got there, and then you can apply that into your own lives. So I'm going to first do my best to achieve my goals, then I'll talk about what they were, and then hopefully everything you've watched will just click and make sense, and it'll be a cool story to share with everyone. The one thing I can share is that I am developing Ray the Robot, the Epic Games Mega Jam game that I worked on. In 5 days, I'm converting that into a full free game on Steam for the HTC Vive and Oculus. It would be a very short 20 to 30 minute free experience. It's going to be super polished, a massive art upgrade. It's going to have in-game cutscenes at the start and end, so it'll have a story and progression to follow. And I'm super excited about that. And you might be wondering, like, why are you working on a game for free? It's part of the end goal, which I can't really go through right now, but there are probably some decisions which you might be confused by, but it will all make sense in the end, and I'm going to share all of my progress in indie development logs. So you'll be able to see my entire journey of either, succeeding in what I'm doing or failing here and there, but always pushing forward to the eventual success. Anyway, that's it for today. Before you go, I just want to ask if you have any questions. I want to do another indie dev Q&A video as the last one went really well. So if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section. Any questions about game development, any aspect of it, go for it. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.